Hello, in this video I will be introducing the SiStebbins stack. SiStebbins stack was first introduced to the world in 1593. It was published in an Italian book of mathematical card tricks by Horacio. Later, in 1630, the system was translated to English, and in 1893, the system was first introduced to US by a person named William with the side name of SiStebbins. SiStebbins learned this magic trick from a card manipulator while he was performing in New England. Later, he came up with his own version of the stack system and called it the SiStebbins stack. He published his version in William Vino's card tricks book. One interesting thing is, although we call it the SiStebbins stack, the actual system that SiStebbins published in his book has a slight variation from the commonly known SiStebbins system. The variation is that instead of adding 3 to the value, he added 4, which resulted in a completely different arrangement of decks. So, what am I talking about? Values? SiStebbins stack is arranging a normal card of deck in such a way that the magician can predict the location or position of a specific card. The SiStebbins stack system that I will be introducing will be in the following order. Next value should always be 3 higher than the previous value, and the suit order should be in clubs, hearts, spades, and diamonds. An easy way to remember this order is by using the word chased. So in the end, your deck will be in the following order: 3 clubs, 6 of hearts, 9 of spades, queen of diamonds, then back to 2 of clubs, and so on. As explained earlier, SiStebbins stack allows magician to know the position of any card because of its simple arrangement. And so it is commonly used in control decks or mind reading tricks. This stack or system is successful because of its simplicity. First of all, it is easy to perform. Secondly, there's no need for sleight of hand because all the preparations are made previously. Lastly, the trick still works even after cutting the deck multiple times, which allows the magician to easily trick the audience into believing that the deck is a normal deck of cards that is untouched. However, simplicity is also its weakness. Because of simple arrangement, given short amount of time, the audience can easily catch the trick of the system. Secondly, simple miscalculation can cause the magician to lose track of the card that he is predicting. So, a normal SiStebbins stack performance is in the following order. First, the magician will determine the missing card by glancing at the deck. Then, he will quote-unquote listen to the deck and determine the card's position. Then the magician will promise the audience that no matter which card the audience chooses, he will be able to tell them the number of cards above and below that card. And he will also be able to find that exact card without looking through the deck. Lastly, the card trick usually ends with a lie speller, which will summarize the entire card trick. So, as mathematicians, how are we supposed to understand this card trick? I will use modular arithmetic to explain what's happening behind the scene. Each suit has 13 cards, represented by mod 13. And we also know that there are 4 suits, which will be represented by mod 4. Position of any card X will be denoted as suit congruent to X mod 4 and value congruent to 3X mod 15. 3X because we have to add 3 value every card. After doing some CRT magic, we will combine these two modular equations and end up with X congruent to 13 suit minus 4 value mod 52. Using this simple equation, you can quickly find the position of any card you're looking for. Now I'll teach you how to perform a magic trick with SiStebbins stack so that you can make the love of your life happy. Here is a pre-made deck in the SiStebbins stack order. As you can see, there is a distinct pattern in this card where you have alternation of black and red cards, which is why you cannot let the audience look at your card or observe your card for too long. So when you actually span out your card, you want to span out in a way, in a disorderly way, so that some cards actually cover up the others and make it seem random. Now, how do you actually make the SiStebbins stack? Here is a real normal deck of cards, as you can see. What you want to do is you want to separate the cards by their suit. Then what you do is you want to cut your heart so that 3 of heart is at the top. Cut your spade so that 6 of spade is at the top. Cut your diamond so that 9 of diamond is at the top. Now keep in mind that I order the suits in the following way so that I follow the chaste CHSD order. Now all you have to do is pick up the top cards on each suit by the chaste order. So K, 3, 6, 9. As you can see, 9 plus 3 is 12, which is queen, and after diamond is clubs. Queen plus 3 is 2, and after clubs is hearts. So you're simply stacking the cards in the SiStebbins order. Now let's assume that, let's just say you're done, you're ready. What do? Well, first things first. At the bottom we see 7 hearts. So based on the knowledge you have right now, can you tell me what is the top card in this deck? Well, 7 plus 3 equals 10. And after hearts we have spades. So I'm gonna bet 10 of spades. Now, what does this mean? This actually means that the 27th card is 10 of clubs. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3. 27, and voila, 10 of clubs. With this and a little bit of lies, you can become a great magician already. So what do? First, you spread your card in a disorderly way and prove your audience that your deck of cards is normal. Then, of course, you should ask them to cut your card because that makes them comfortable. Like if it does anything. And you can, you can even do some card performances and, make them happy. And then you should take out your wallet, bring out some cash, and you tell them, hey, I can bet you that the top of this card is 4 of spades. Then at that moment, your audience will be like, oh, flip the card, I want the money. So you flip your card, and of course you're correct. But the performance doesn't end here, because now your audience is going to be like, do it again. I want to find out what's happening. So what do? Well, you make a phone call. You call God and you ask him, God, What is the 27th card in this deck? Okay. Guys, 5 more bucks. That 27th card is 4 of clubs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 27. Lo and behold, when they find out that the 27th card is actually 4 of clubs, they'll start to love you, and you just made a group of friends who will never leave you until you tell them your secret. Thank you.